Yeah. I think the last lesson I'll do it by myself. By the way, we have another 4 lessons to go. So we'll have one next week, the one the week after, and the last lesson, we'll have it for 2 hours. Okay? That's in 3 Sundays from now, like in 2 weeks. Next week is a regular week. Then we'll have Hola Moed Pesach,
Yeah.
and the last lesson is not Pesach. So I thought maybe it's better to do it the last lesson and not the lesson before. Maybe you're busy in Pesach. I don't know about the rest, but I don't know about you. So we'll do the 9th and the 10th lessons together. Okay, I think that's it. Nobody else is coming. So, all right, let's give it another minute or 2. By the way, Nadine, you're in the other class as well? Yeah?
Yep.
What about you, Veronica? You're in the other class too? The Judeo-Arabic? Yeah? Oh, I mean, but you always, I think you don't put on your video. No, yeah. By the way, I'm going to open a new class as well, and to continue with this going class for another 5 classes. So maybe you're interested to join. I hope you are.
Once you have the details, send them. May is difficult for me because if you're doing them in May, I'll miss like 3 lessons because I'm going to be away for work.
Oh,
So
out of the 5.
yeah, so
That's not
that's
working
yeah.
well. What about you, Veronica? You're also away? You're mute. Mute.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Now we can. We should.
How about now?
Now it's good.
Okay, fine. Now we're asking about what we cannot. You closed it again. You're still off. Still off. No. I think you do it on purpose. I know you don't. Okay. Okay. We'll give it another minute or so. Anyway, well, last week we learned the 2 letters Ein Verein. Remember? Ein Verein. They look exactly alike, except for the dot on the top of the Ein that makes it a Rein. Now, in general, it has 2 unique, like 2 special forms. One is, I call it an open mouth, okay? Like here when it's the beginning, okay? It's like an open mouth, okay? And the other one is upside down triangle. In this font, it doesn't look that much as an upside triangle, but you know what? Maybe I can change it into another font. It will be. No. Forget it. Okay, I'm going to mix you up. Okay, so in the beginning of a word, it's an open mouth, okay? And at the end of a word, if it is not connected, it's an open mouth with a tail, okay? Now, in the middle of a word is an upside down triangle. And at the end of a word, when it is connected, it's an upside triangle with a tail. Okay? Try to keep this in mind. And I told you, like when we have the ein at the end of a word and it is connected, it looks a little bit like the ha at the end of the word. Let me try and show you what I'm talking about. Let's say we're going to write samaha. Now look at the ha here, okay? And look at the ayin here. Okay? Well, in this font, they look different, but both of them look a little alike. When you write it like with the handwriting, and we're not doing a lot of that, then it looks really, really similar. Okay? But anyway, okay, let's forget about that. Nadine, can you read this word?
Abatha.
Yeah. Remember, I think I told you what that means in last time. To fool around, like, okay?
Right.
All right, now read this word.
Arab.
Arab. Now listen, you see it's in the beginning now here.
Asir.
Asir. Yes, very good. And now I added a dot on the top, so it's a ra.
Ghadab.
Ghadab. Ghadab. Ghadab, which is anger. Okay? Okay? Veronica, can you put on? Okay, now here the ayn, that was in the beginning, okay, in the beginning of a word. Now here it's in the middle, okay.
Ba'atha.
The same vowel. It's not a double vowel.
Ba'atha.
You don't have to say ba'atha, just ba'atha.
Bata.
Ba'atha, the same
Bata.
ba'atha, which meant I think I told you sent in the past, ba'atha. Okay. Now here another word.
Sab.
Yeah, sa'ab.
Sab.
Sa'ab. Sa'ab, which is difficult. Okay, sa'ab is difficult. Now try to read this one.
Asab.
As'ab, which means
Very difficult.
more difficult, not
More difficult.
okay. And this is the way, by the way, we don't have enough time, you know, we should go into things like grammar, like we say, like you say, tawil, which means long, and you want to you want to say longer, it's atwal. Okay, صغير, which is young or small, أصغر, صعب, أصعب, سهل, أسهل. That's the way. There's a kind of a pattern that how to say even more. The word that I'm sure that you know, when you say kabir, kabir is big, and then you know, of course, Allahu Akbar. Akbar is bigger. Okay, like God is bigger. That's the meaning of Allahu Akbar. You've heard that before, I'm sure. Okay, now Veronica, try to read this word.
Sharab.
Sharab. Yeah.
Sharab.
Sharab. And I think I told you last time it means a lot of. You don't know the meaning of the word?
Last time I think you told us it means something to do with fauda.
Yes, exactly. It's Khabar. It's the same thing. Like there's a lot of, shouting and breaking things. Shagab. Like when, let's say, there's a demonstration that goes out of hand. It's a shagab. Okay. Nadine, don't go away. Nadine, are you with us?
I'm here, sorry. I had to clean my,
Okay.
I had to clean my pen. It's okay.
All right, all right.
Here.
I thought you decided to go away. We are not that many of you, so I have to take care. Okay, try to read this word.
Uh, no. Yabia. Yabi'u.
Mitsuyan, yabi'u. Now here you see the ayn is at the end of the word, okay? We tried it in the beginning of a word and in the middle of a word. Now it's the end of the word and it is connected. Yabi'u, which means
To sell, right?
exactly. Like it's a third person singular, as if he sells. Yabi'u. Okay, try to read this one.
Yudha'u. Yudha'u.
This is a double vowel because it's a wow.
You.
Yeah,
Yudha.
يوضع.
Yudha'u.
You have to like to elongate the you,
Long short.
which means to put in place. Okay,
To
يوضع.
put in place, like you put someone in place or you put something in place.
It is usually for something, but you can do it for somebody as well. Okay, now read this one.
Radhi'.
Yeah, remember what I told you with meaning?
That's not the kindling, is it?
It's a baby. It's a baby that is still, it takes milk from his
Right, yeah,
mother.
breastfeed. Okay, yeah.
Baby. Okay, try this one.
Rabi'.
Yeah, but try to differ between the double vowel and the single
Right.
vowel.
So Rabi'.
Very good. Rabi'. Rabi', which means
Rabi'. I don't remember.
fourth.
Force.
The fourth. Okay.
Oh, fourth.
Number four. Okay. Do you know how to say first, by the way?
Wahed.
Wahed is one. Okay.
Right. Oh, first.
أول
أول.
Well.
أول. Okay. Now, Anna, would you like to read something or would like to join? All right, she's not there. Okay, let's go back, Veronica.
Ba.
How is your R getting along?
Ba.
Ba'a.
Ba.
Yeah, fair, good. Which means
Sold.
sold. Very good. Okay. Now on the A here, on the Alif, you've got a dhamma, which doesn't show.
Usbu.
Okay, again.
Oh, I'm gonna do that.
No, you're doing well.
Usbu.
Usbu'. Okay,
Usbu'.
because on we
Okay,
have a
usbu'.
double vowel here. Usbu'. Okay. Now here.
Usbu. I
Ain.
oh, how do you do that one?
Ain.
Ein. Oh, okay, ein. Okay, yes.
Okay, try the whole word. This is one word.
Usbu'ain.
Usbu'ain, which means,
Usbu'ain.
you know what does it mean? 2
You know
weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Usbu' is like a week. Usbu'ain is 2 weeks.
Oh, usbu'ain, yes.
Usbu'ain.
Oh,
By
that's
the
a
way, okay, try this word.
shara
Try to, you know,
sharia.
double vowel, you go longer.
Sharia.
And then single vowel, you go shorter.
Sharia.
Shari'.
Oh, okay, I wouldn't have got that
Right?
one.
You say sharia, I expect to have a ya, and you don't have a ya. Shari'. Okay. I like to also to show you something like usbu' is a week, okay? Usbu'ain are 2 weeks, okay? Now everything goes like that, like shari' is a street, shari'ain are 2 streets, okay? Asir is like a juice. If I'm talking about 2 juices, it's asirain, okay? Everything that we have in the Arabic language, the like a couple too has a specific word for couples. We don't have that in many languages. Like in Hebrew, we have it very seldom. I think in English you don't have it at all. All right, you have like one leg, 2 legs, then you go like it's plural. In Arabic, you say رجلين, okay, كتفين, عينين, everything, أذن, أذنين, okay, that's the way you do. Okay, now that we have gone through a little of what we had to do last week, I want to show you the new 2 letters that we are going to read today, study today. And I'll write it down here first, okay? The first is fa, like F in English, okay? Fa. And the other one is qa, which you don't have in English. Okay, qa. And most people who cannot pronounce qa, they read it as ka, okay? Like, you know how to say good morning in Hebrew? Go on.
Boker tov.
Okay. Actually, it is not boker tov, it is boker tov. It's a quf. But nobody can really pronounce it the right manner. But in Arabic, it is there and alive and kicking. So it's a qa, okay? Now, when it is in the beginning of a word, I want to show you a small video, okay? Okay. I'll try this one better. Okay. Now he's going to write. You're seeing it?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Sorry. Just a minute. Now you're watching, right? Okay.
Yeah, now it's there.
Now he's going to start by writing a qa. Now this is qa in the beginning of a word. and it's got two dots on top. The fa looks exactly the same in the beginning of a word, but it's got only one dot. Okay, this is the main difference. Okay, now this is fa in the middle of a word, and you see how he's doing it. You just go, easy like that, and make a turn and continue. Okay. This is fa in the middle of a word. Never mind, he's putting a vowel. That isn't important. Now, this is qa at the end of a word when it is connected. Now you see, it looks like a noon. We studied noon, haven't we? So it is as if it has a noon, but there's a circle in the beginning. Okay. So this is in the beginning of a word. This is in the middle of a word. This is at the end of a word, and it is connected. If it's not connected, it's exactly the same, but it's on the top of a line. Maybe there is another one. Okay. Okay, that's the way it shows at the end of a word when it is not connected. Okay. Now I usually it should be like when it is at the end of a word and it's not connected, it should be over the line. Okay. Now here I put it in the middle of the line. Okay. Now this is the okay. Now let's go and see the fa. Okay. Now here on top, this is the fa, and actually it looks like a ba, ta, fa, but it has a circle in the beginning. Okay. He's writing the fa and then the qa. Okay. The difference in the beginning of a word, let's see, it's in the beginning of a word. Now here it's in the beginning of a word. And the qa in the beginning, it's only a circle. This is in the middle. Okay. And this is when at the end it is connected. Okay. It looks like a ba, but it has a circle in the beginning. Now the qa. We're showing the qa when it is connected at the end. Okay. Now let's see the qa in the beginning of a word. I'll do it myself as well. It looks, now it is writing a word. No, okay. The fa and the qa look exactly the same except for the dot in the beginning and the middle of a word. They look exactly the same except for the dot. The fa has got one dot, the qa has got two dots. Now this is a fa. This is still the fa. Now this is a qa. You see in the beginning of a word, looks exactly like the fa in the beginning of a word, except we've got two dots. Now this is the qa in the middle of a word. Beginning, it looks exactly like the fa in the middle of the word. Okay, it's just a simple circle. You just go in a simple circle. Okay, now the qa at the end, you see it is connected and it is under the line. Okay, and it looks like a noon. Okay, but it has a circle. And here the fa looks like a ba with a circle. Okay.
I had a question for like the meanings of the words. Was one of them like pepper, nose, and heart?
Yeah, there was pepper, filfil, and there was anf. Yeah, I didn't notice. Okay. Now let's go and I'll try to write it down myself slowly so that you can have an idea. You're watching the board? Huh? Okay. Okay. Now the fa, you start with a circle, and if it's free, it's like that. Okay? In the beginning of a word, you go like that and continue. Ha, it is like a noon. You go like that. And it's got two dots. In the beginning of a word is exactly the same as fa. You've got two dots. Okay? In the middle, you go and make a turn, you go carry on. Fa, exactly the same thing you do like that. You go saqa. Okay? Now fa connected, go like that and then continue. Ha connected goes like that and go down. Sorry. Yes. All right. And without when it is not connected, it is like a noon with a top. Now I'll show you. Now. Okay. Here the fa and the qa you see in the beginning of a word. This is the qa in the middle of a word. They look exactly the same except for the dot. So this word is faqad. Faqad. This word is farig. Okay. This word is. Can you read this, Nadine?
Faragh.
Farag. Yeah.
Faragh.
Okay.
Okay.
Here is
Yafrar. Rar.
yafrag.
Yafrar.
Yafrag is to get empty. Farag is emptiness. Farag is empty. Faqad only. Okay.
Right.
That is important. Veronica, can you try and read this word? It is starting with a ha.
Kubur.
Qubur. Would you know the meaning of that word? It means graves, like from a graveyard.
Oh.
I was looking for something with a ha. Okay, now try this word.
Yakba. Yakba.
Very good, very good. Like stays in place. Yaqba. Try to read this one, which is more difficult. It's got many letters that looks similar.
Oh, this does have a lot of letters. Okay, so this is Kuba.
It starts with a qa or a fa.
Ka.
Yeah, okay.
Kubaya. Kubaya.
You got here another. Don't forget.
Kuba. Kuba. Tai.
Ubbata, ubbata,
Kubatai. Ne?
ubbatain, ubbatain.
Oh, Kubatain. Okay, I'm not good with those. Like Kubatain. Two kubas?
Now, if you say
That's two
ubbatain,
rooms,
Two
right?
rooms.
two kubas. No, it's got nothing to do with kubas. Kubba is this round kind of ceiling like you have on top of mosques. It's a kubba. Okay, that's the meaning of the word. So kubbatain are how do you call it? I think there's an English name for it, isn't it? Like if you have something like
Dome.
dome. No, I forget it. Two domes. Okay, now read this one.
This one is Baki. Baki.
Baqi. Baqi, it means usually change. Like I give you money and you give me back el baqi, whatever.
Okay.
Okay.
And how, yeah, actually, like Nadine, you brought up a good point. How do you say two rooms?
Two rooms. First of all, room is ghurfa. So two rooms is ghurfatain. Everything qubba, qubbatain. Okay. All right. Now Nadine. Now here the qa is in the middle. Okay. There's here was fa in the beginning. Okay. Fa in the beginning, in the middle. Now qa in the beginning, and now the qa is in the middle.
Okay. So, bakkar, bakkar,
Baqar. Okay. There's no emphasis, nothing. Baqar, do you know what that means? Cows.
Cattle? Oh, yeah.
Cows.
cow,
Many cows. Okay, baqar. Okay. All right. Now try to read this one.
birak, birak.
Yes, Birak.
So like,
Do you know somebody with that name?
no.
Barack Obama.
Obama.
Like thunder?
Barack Obama. Birak, by the way, the story behind it is the mythical horse that Muhammad took when he went up into to heaven. It's just a big story. Okay. Now, I have to read this one.
Uh, yabruk,
Yabruk.
yabruk.
Yabruk, which means a little like as if shines. From Barak is also like a thunder, all right? Yabruk, it shines as if in a thunder, okay?
Okay.
Well, now try to read this one.
Bika, bika,
Biqa. No,
bika.
give it enough, you know, when it is a
I
double.
never know how long to stretch it.
Enough honor, you know, Biqa. Biqa means valleys. Okay. Now see here, fa, the way it looks like. Now the minute I put another, I am going to add a qa to it. You see it became smaller. Now the qa here is as if as the end of a word and connected. Let's say I'm adding another. Let's say I'm writing this word. You know the meaning of this word? Veronica, can you read it? Nadine, you're mute.
Oh, sorry. And I was sitting here talking like, why aren't they responding? Is it fakir?
Yes.
Is that like I thought? Is that something to do with thought?
Faqir is, by the way, is poor.
Poor. Okay.
Poor, like the opposite of rich. And when you say fakir, they can sleep on needles and things like that. For some reason, I think in Indian language it means something else. But fakir is, but I just wanted you to see. Now, I'd like you, I don't know, do you know how to use virtual keyboard?
Yeah. Well, I have one.
You have one? Which one do you use?
Well, it's this is a Mac keyboard, so it's built in. You just have to enable it. So it's Apple. I don't know. It's not like a separate one.
Okay, no, but you have it on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah.
I would like to advise on a virtual keyboard. Is called Gate to Home. I'll write it to you. Gate to Home. Okay, try it, and you've got there in whatever language you like. Okay, and it is clever because it can do all the manipulation of changing the way they look. Okay, can you Veronica, you have a virtual keyboard as well?
I mean, yeah, I would just use the gate to home like site.
No, you use this Gate to Home or you use something else?
I mean, I haven't used in a long time, but yeah, if I would use this one if I used.
Nadine, well, I would like you to write something, and let me stop share here.
Okay.
And you can put.
I just make a blank document and share it.
No, you can type straight into.
Oh, the chat.
The chat. Okay, here we have a chat. Now, write faqir, the word we just saw. Can you do that? Write it on the keyboard, and then you can do copy and.
Okay, so let's see. Hold on. Let's type in there. There.
Very good, very good, very good, wonderful. Do you have vowels as well?
I believe I know how to get them. Yeah, I think I can.
Not that. Can you try something, Veronica, by the way?
Yes, let me try. I'm trying to write this word. You're so fast, Nadine. I'm like still looking. I'm like, but where
are the letters?
Yeah, where are the letters? I'm still looking for the R.
Sometimes some of the letters disappear. I don't know where. I'm sure 100% they were there. I was looking and looking and find them.
Here, this is my attempt. I finally finished. 1 second. I'm gonna post it.
Very good, very good. I'm proud of you. Very good, very good. I was trying to think of words that I'd got fa and pa. I couldn't find the. We still have a few more letters to learn, and until we know all the letters, then we can read anything. Okay, but you're doing fine. You can. Let's go back to. No, let me see.
Yeah, how many more letters do we have left?
There's something like I think 6.
6? Oh, okay.
Something like that. Okay, let me see how well you remember. All right. Okay. Veronica, wait.
I'm totally drawing a blank, but I think it's Bahar.
Okay, I'll take that for an answer. Okay. You know the meaning, by the way? Sea, like an ocean, sea.
Oh.
Okay. And read the next one.
Buhur. Buhur.
Buhur.
Okay, not the h, the h. Okay. Buhur.
Buhur, which means
Boy?
seas. Seas.
Oh, no.
The plural of the word bahr. Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
Now listen. Now read this word.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. Bujur.
But the dot is on the top.
Bujur? Oh, so then it's the other one. Buhur.
Okay. Remember what you said here, bukhur. Now read this one again.
Buhur.
They sound exactly the same, don't they?
Very, very simple.
That's why you should practice the ha. Bukhur are seas, and bukhur is incense. You know that they light for to smell it is incense. Bukhur. Okay. Nadine, try this word. You're mute.
I muted myself, I know.
Okay.
Kharaj.
Kharaj, very good, which means
I don't remember.
outside.
Outside?
Outside, yeah. You know how to say inside is dakhil. Okay?
Right.
All right, now this word.
Khuruj.
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 Khuruj, very good. And do you know the meaning? It's exit. Exit. Exit.
Okay. Exit.
Go out. Kharaj. All right, now this word.
Wahed. Well, would it be wahed or wahed?
Okay, it's a fatha, yeah.
So wahed.
Wahed. Wahed, which means one.
One.
Okay? Veronica.
Veronica, sorry. It's okay. So this is akhraja.
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 Akhraja means he took out. Okay, akhraja. All right, now try this one.
Dahal.
Please be careful when you have a double vowel, you have to go.
Longer. Dahal.
And the kha has got a kasra.
Oh, dakhil. Dakhil. Dakhil.
It's a single vowel for the kha. Single.
Oh, I'm not good with it's. I know it's only a, e, or u, but then the e.
Yeah.
I don't.
It could be single, it could be double. Okay. Now it's single, so it's dakhil.
Okay.
Dakhil. Dakhil. Dakhil is a long vowel. So just dakhil.
Okay.
Dakhil, I just told you, do you remember what I said? What is dakhil? Is inside. And what is the opposite of dakhil?
Kharaj. Kharaj.
That was close. Kharij.
Kharaj.
Kharij. Okay. Kharij is out and dakhil is in. Okay. Now try this word.
Wadajala. Wadakhala.
Veronica, you're getting mixed up with the dots.
What is, okay, Wadakhala.
Yeah, okay. Now read the word, the whole word.
Wadakhala.
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 And
Okay.
he entered. And he entered. Okay. Nadine, a difficult word for you?
Tadahraj. Tadahraj.
Almost there. Ja, it's got also a fatha.
Oh, tadahraja.
He rolled. Tadakhraja. Okay.
Okay. Oh, he rolled.
When you fall from the stairs, you go.
You roll. Tadahraja. Okay.
By the way, Nadine, you are from Iraqi origin?
Yeah.
So you know how to say an egg in Iraqi?
Tahrijai.
Yeah. You know, it is like from this same origin. The dahrajat, tahrujai.
Like round.
When
Yeah.
you throw an egg, it rolls. You know, that's why it's called tahrujai.
Yeah.
Because they would call it belly. Okay?
Right. Yeah. Makes sense.
Tahrujai.
Uh,
Try this.
Tadakhala.
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 You have an idea? Interfere.
Oh, like, okay, like come inside to something, like into a conversation or something like that. Okay, it makes sense.
Try that.
The bat, the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bat. You know what that means?
We did that before. Oy.
Like waves. The bat.
Waves, like in the water, waves.
Like in water, or usually like radio signals. It's something that goes like that. Goes up and down. That's easy for you, Veronica.
Oh, bait.
Not exactly. You're there almost. Recognize the letters. What's
Bite.
bay? Not bait. It's bay. You
Bite.
have on the ba, and a sukun here. Bay. Bay. Okay, now try this one.
Buyut. No, sorry. Yeah, buyut.
Buyut. Very good. Try that.
This one is, what is this one? Oh, I don't remember that one. Okay, but okay. B, that's like the dal. The B,
has a dot. Okay.
Well, I don't remember that one. Sorry. I'll pass it to Nadine.
The second letter.
Yeah.
First of all, when you can't remember something, try to use your logic. First of all, you can see that it is not connected to the letter next to it, right? So it must be one of the 6, letters that snob letters. Okay, remember the 6? What are they? Remember? You don't? Alif, Dal, Dal, Ra, Za, and Waw. I think we learned that in the beginning. Okay, Alif, Dal, Dal, Ra, Za, and Waw. Okay, now, so it must be one of the six. Okay, now it's got a dot on top. Okay, so it's either Dal or Za because the rest do not have dots on top. Okay, so the Dal and Dal look like an angle. Okay, and Ra and Za here, this is a Ra. Okay, it looks like part of a circle. All right, so this must be what?
Da.
Sorry?
Da.
The, like
Da.
in this, there, okay, the. Okay, now try to read the whole word.
Bidao. Sorry. Bidatu.
I think you're getting mixed up because there are too few of you here. We're not used to having such. Okay, now try to read this one.
Oh yes. Badarat.
Very good, very good, very good. Okay, it doesn't have an exact meaning. It has some meaning, but not very, nothing that you should remember. Okay, Nadine, put on your microphone, please. Okay.
Bach, yeah, Bach, right?
Bacht. You know what's Bacht? It's like luck. Luck.
Luck, okay.
All right.
Come on.
Carry on.
Tujar,
I need to put something else here. Okay. That's the way you should read it.
Tujar,
Tujjar. Tujjar.
Tujar,
Tujjar, which means, you know, it's you know what's Tajir?
no, I can't, no.
Merchant. So Tujjar are merchants.
Merchant. Okay.
Now try to read this one and be careful about the second letter.
Yeah, Kuz,
Very good. Say it again.
yeah, Kuz,
Ya'khud. Very
yeah,
good.
Kuz.
Like when you have an alif in the middle of a word, okay, and it's got the hamza, you should pronounce the hamza. And here it's a hamza with a sukoon. It's ya'khud. Okay.
Yeah, Kuz. Like that's to take, right? Like take with.
Takes, yes.
Okay. Juhur.
The second letter is ha.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Juhur.
Johor.
Juhur.
By the way, Johor is nothing that you might think is, like we say in Iraqi, Judeo-Arabic, we say Johor. We usually mean the bottom, but this is not the right. Johor are holes.
Holes.
Holes, like holes in the ground, holes in the, all right? Veronica.
But there are no vowels.
Sorry, here, just for you. You know, I think I told you that eventually, you know, when you read, when you know Arabic well, you don't have vowels anymore. Nobody gives you vowels. Nobody will spoil you with vowels anymore. So make the best of it. Okay, now read this.
Hubub.
حبوب. Okay,
حبوب.
this is the plural for the word habba, which means a grain. So حبوب are grains. Okay, try this.
What's that one? أخبار.
أخبار, and which means, you know,
Was that we said was more big? More big?
That's news, isn't it?
news.
Oh.
Very good. أخبار. Khabar is new, like something that new that somebody's telling you. Okay, like a new item. Akhbar are news. Okay, like when they give you the day's news, أخبار اليوم. Okay, there's a. Okay, now here, just a minute. I'll add something. Try to read that.
Okay. Khabar.
Very good. Habaz.
Habaz.
Habaz. You remember, this is the family name of Ana Khabaza. Did you know that? That's her family. Khabaz, do you know what that means?
Baker?
Baker, exactly. Baker. Okay.
Oh, that's a good one for the khubaz.
Try to read this one.
Khubz.
Khubz. Khubz, which means bread. Okay. I think I think we run so fast. Usually, I give this this course. It takes something like 40 lessons. 40 lessons, and we are, but you know, we go and give many examples and write on the board and things like that. But we're doing it on Zoom, and we're doing it in 20 lessons, which is almost impossible. I mean, the whole time we have to go back and revise things that you already know. So we have 4 to go, and just like I told you, the rest of the people will listen to this recording. We'll have the last lesson. We'll have to do it a double, so it will finish. We'll finish in April, and in May I'm starting new courses. So thank you for joining me. I'm very happy that somebody is there for me. See you in half an hour. Bye.
Thank you.